Hey guys, Cosmos here from DolyGames, and we continue our Let's Play series on Might and Magic Heroes Online, and we're gonna go next on these Hierophants servants because that metal looks really good. It's 19 metal, which is very useful, and my metal is running low at 45. I need a lot more, both metal and wood. Because what happens is, if you focus your energies, of course, on doing the dailies, which are important, you get crystals, which are important, but you don't have enough time to get the metal and the wood. And you have to do everything. So, we got here devotees, and last time we saw them. Well of Netherworld is their spell, deals darkness magic damage to enemies, stacks in an area around the caster, and heals undead friendly stacks in that area. So that's what we saw last battle they did. So we got here not entirely dangerous, although bigger numbers, 1,000 damage is what they are dishing out. We got entourages. Here we got devotees, and devotees, and we just have one of those entourages. So we're gonna do it the same way like the last time. We're gonna rush forward. They hit with ranged or casting, it doesn't matter, but our battle priest hit them really hard, so I just need to get into range for them to do the rush attack. And right now I'm not in range, clearly. So to start with, we're gonna do reinforcements on one of the stacks of battle priests. Almost doesn't matter which one, as long as it doesn't get hit in the first round. And I think pretty much the bottom one can do, because that's the nearest one to the enemy, I figure. And let's start smacking them down. Now the main hero actually does pretty decent damage because he's doing light. His sun ray is light element, and so they're weak against light, and that's how it works. So we are actually going to wait, I think, with everyone except this guy should defend, but he can wait because I don't want them to attack me if possible. Right, this one will defend. Yep, 5, not dangerous. And now would be good to rush, although with 2 more steps it would still be not enough, so we'll rush on the next turn. I think you come over here. You are the important one. Go forward. This one could take the high road to kind of grab this guy. So we could do 3 on the bottom road, 3 on the top road. That could be a plan. And all are protected by, except this one, all are protected by the Sentinel's shield so far. So this is where I can rush, although my hero plays twice now, and first he's gonna, he can play and hit one of the entourages, for example, and he will rush, I think, on this one. So on this turn he will hit somebody who is not in defense, like these guys, the devotee here and entourage, so we can hit the 200. Of course they choose the one which is the weaker one, and we rush. So they all went for that guy. Now the way they stood is not good for me because they actually blocked, and only 2 people can attack, but luckily I've put my 207 up front. And luckily I did send those 2 guys up high. So we're gonna target these devotees, I think. It doesn't really matter who I attack now, because most likely they will have to retreat to do their ranged attack. So we can kill almost 100 of these. But there's no point in losing troops when I can attack these just as well. There goes 88. Very nice. We're gonna go around with these guys. And this one, he will need healing later, but we're not gonna do it now. So we're gonna come here, and this time they're all protected by the Sentinel shield. The 24 should get taken out to avoid any possible retaliation problems, I think. I need to open up the slot as fast as possible, and also if they wouldn't move, there would be a problem. Alright, let's start working on this 200. Starting with a very nice backstab. Yeah man, you can't do everything. I mean, they can't block all directions, so it definitely opens opportunities for backstabbing. And there they retreat, all targeting that single sentinel. Now the Bell Priest here can hit without retaliation, or he can go for the entourages, who will almost not kill anybody. But there's no point in losing units, so we'll just hit this guy. Now there's always a use for them, even if they can't attack, they can heal. And this one, we'll just wait. The defend button wasn't working. Maybe it lagged for a second. Alright, 38, 32. We could almost take this guy out. They could retreat, in which case I'll have to rush him again. With this kind of formation, it's of course important that I try to bring them down to one stack of units only, which could be the entourages, because they walk only two, and that way they can't run away once I pacify them. There goes their surrender, but we're not going to accept it. Yeah, they're really going for that one guy, which is a bit annoying. I can start cutting down the entourages. Almost got it. There, one stack remains, which will be pacified, so we can start with the resurrection cycle. 35 of these can go first. Darn it. Hate it when they take the ones I need. Alright, there we go. I don't want to block his way. I do want to allow him to run off. So we're gonna back up this guy. And pacification. Even those last bits of sentinel, I wanna resurrect. Don't see point of losing anyone. So now she's completely cornered. And there is the resurrection. She will defend because she has nothing to do. She's pacified. And I need the 191 to hit her just to be on the safe side. There you go. Beautiful 220 experience. We got a Phantom Scarf. Ghost Heal Power. 76 artifact. We'll be selling that. Again, 5 melee against 5 ranged. Works really beautifully with the Battle Priests. And we got a 19 medals. And we'll make our way to the Nagas. I'm still wondering where those Sphinxes are hiding. We got another guy protecting 20 metal here. That's a lot. But I know that these guys can be tough. I know they can be tough. Let's see if I can... What's that? Coastal creature. Got a full inventory. How come? We got Rune of Heroic Support. That's blocking space. We got the blocking scroll. Okay, so we don't want to be cleaning up too much right now. Let's go for the Nagas. Random coins. Oh, let's congratulate Alcaster here. That's gonna give us free experience. 590 free experience. Beautiful. Oh, and there's another one here. Super Citron. 590 as well. Excellent. Now here it's tough because you gotta kill these coastal creatures, which is a siege battle and a very difficult battle as well. I'm wondering if I can actually handle it, because there are 2 battles you gotta do. It's a 2-part quest. Okay, still got 7 minutes on the creature defense. Let's give it a shot, I guess. But there's a pretty high chance that I will lose this one. But okay, we gotta try it. We gotta try it. Very tough. How else can I increase my power? I don't see any easy way. Let's go for it. There are a couple of creature stacks that are very tough. Last time I fought them was 300. Yep, there they are. 383 and 354 was very difficult. And I think the only way to do it is to surround them with all my 5 stacks. But the problem is also these siege things are attacking really hard. So we're gonna... Now with the main hero, now I can no longer be very useful with gates, because they have huge now 8,000, 11,000 HP, so only basically the catapult can handle that. And so we're gonna go with reinforcements on one of the, doesn't matter which one of the monks. And the towers, they shoot really hard. So opening the gate is not going to be a priority. It was going to be very difficult is fighting these stacks of units. They're going to charge themselves, so I'm going to try to take out the tower. I'm going to rush with the units forward. There they come. And unfortunately there is no way to sort of separate them in a nice way, so we're gonna attack them straight up. And this one has to die as well. Fire pod launcher. Now I am taunting him. I do want him to come and attack me and not enter the defense mode. So that I can attack him as well. And one of the monks will go around because there's just no space. And it's lagging a little bit, I guess. Gotta wait for that. Alright, we're back in business. I'm actually gonna start healing already because already there is good damage. So we're gonna continue grinding down the fire pod launcher. Because that's a nasty piece of equipment. And I need one more attack round on that. There's the first attack. And even the second one. Last time what I did is I did a mistake of going around backstabbing, which allowed the other ones to hit him from the back. I don't want to do that mistake this time around. We're gonna rush so that and what I'm gonna do is this guy is gonna hit him from here, and that's gonna be the sacrifice guy. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, ideally 5 people fitting in here would be great. But the tough ones are these guys, the armored ones. Okay, this guy cannot reach yet. This as well. This one can actually go for a 200. And that's the one I wanted to stop from happening. See, already the healing is tough. And I needed actually that guy to do that because that opened the gate which will allow me to kill this one. The problem of course is right after this attack of my main hero is going to be the catapult, the 2 towers, the frog, which is not a problem. Now I hit it once hard already, but the 354 and the 383 are a major problem. And the way I'm going to handle this is catapult has another attack which can stun the enemy, and I'm going to use that now to stun both of these because I cannot allow them to attack me right now. So we're going to take out this, which is already good. Here is the stun attack. There's the frog being nasty. Now here I can already consider resurrections because a lot of them have been killed. And I could definitely start working on these guys instead of the frog. because those are very, very tough. Let me think. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna hit this guy, and we will pacify this one, because there's no other way of going around it. That's my sacrificial sentinel. You will wait. You will wait. And you will wait. Okay, that's all I can do on this one. The rest cannot reach him. Okay, and here's the situation. Now my catapult cannot stun anymore, and these ones are gonna go next, so I have to pacify the 381 because that is insane guy. Catapult will have to start or continue working on the towers, and the wall is broken, which means we can start targeting this one. Frog is still alive, which is very annoying. Could take him out. Alternatively, can start helping to take out the tower. But the main difficulty is not the towers, although they do hit hard, is these guys. So we're all gonna hit them. Wait. Wait if you can. Critical, finally good. Gonna flank. Who is it now? This one? And he cannot approach this one, but he can hit this one. Problem is with this specified guy is he's under defense. So instead of hitting him, I'm gonna choose to heal. Maybe the most hurt one. And the sentinel will be forced to take out the frog. Okay, round 5. We can heal. I'm gonna focus on the battle priests. Catapult can stun, so that's a possibility. But I'm gonna wait for that for the pacification to wear off before I stun, which means I will wait with the catapult. The problem is they can actually easily kill the catapult because it doesn't have too much health. So we will wait. There it is, 1,000 damage and another 1,000, leaving it with only 2,500 life. So here it is. We got 2 of them now, where I can only attack the smaller one because that one is too dangerous to attack. And I'm gonna give Warlord's command to the top priest to hit this one twice. Again, the sacrificial sentinel. Wait. These guys are getting all around the big one. The 120 could step aside for the sentinels to pass through. That's a possibility, although I don't know who will hit harder, so we can use the magnifier. to check that. This one will hit 1400, this one will hit 1300 of light damage, and this one is weaker against light, I believe. So we'll just stay this way. An alternative would be to use this guy to heal, and that's not a bad idea. I can actually heal the 120. There we go. And now flanking, strong hits. 1, 35, another one, 37, plus sentinel, and the catapult stun. Now I'm gonna try to heal the catapult as well. I've never tried that before. I hope it works, but for now we're gonna continue with normal attacks. And I'm gonna help to take down this tower now. The catapult, I hope, can stay alive. I actually prefer losing the units. And I need the pacification one more round. So this guy will retaliate to an attack. Let me think. Yeah, we're gonna go it. Although he will retaliate and kill 20 sentinels, I don't want to wait for the pacification to take him out, because he will also put a defense on him, which he'll enter the defense mode, which is going to be exceedingly difficult to take him out. So we're going to sacrifice some sentinels in order to, jump on him. Everybody is going to hit him. We'll just see if I can heal this one. 20 or attack. I think attack is better. And that already made him much softer. I'm going to try to heal core, but it doesn't work on the catapult. I suspect it because the spell itself is heal core. So core units only. So I'm gonna go with pacification first because it's his turn next. Catapult will work on the tower. I hear you need to get a bit lucky for your catapult not to be destroyed too fast. Luckily the tower we can take out now. Since he's already in defense, it's a good opportunity to heal, let's say, the guy in the backstab position. And the catapult now has so the 35 was killed by the tower. It really hits hard. The catapult itself has, let's find a mouse position, 2000 health. So now it's, I think, no longer in danger. So we just gotta focus on killing off all this crazy amount of enemy units. Jade Coast Owanzamis, that's his name. And the catapult has to open the gate, otherwise more people will die. The people themselves can kill the tower if necessary, as long as the gate is open, which has a ton of health. So also a great time to put soul mark, which will allow them to kill it faster. The problem is that's also exactly the same amount that is required for resurrection, but I think I have enough mana, and that will allow me to kill him faster. Although he retaliated because his specification worn off, sort of had to do it, can't allow him to continue. Critical, beautiful. 77 is almost fully pacified. Or killed, that is. Now the catapult will not be able to attack this tower. In order to attack this tower, we need to damage this wall. That's why I want to open the gate first, because even if catapult cannot do it, the troops can pass. And everybody else will now focus on defense. Also, the main hero cannot attack the tower. So we will rush. And trying to get the attention on the sentinels, although like I said, I think the tower doesn't work with attention. I think it hits random. Healing is ready. We're gonna go with the Bell Priests first, because of course the more you heal them, the more they can heal. 150, 140, we can heal 25 of these. That's the last heal. Heal core, sentinels. Looks good. And like I said, these guys cannot do anything other than smashing the wall. And that's also a possibility that everybody starts smashing the wall. Under shield guard, this one is out of charges. So he's gonna help with the wall. This one also is out of charges, but he cannot reach the wall. And unfortunately, oh no, this one has a charge. That's great. The 165 can heal. That's important to remember. That wall needs to crack in order for the catapult to pass. It's tough. It's got 9,200. So I had to use an attack on that. And now we can go for the tower. Now I don't have to entirely rush right now, because my main hero has enough mana to heal. So what I want to do is I want to just bring the tower down as much as possible, perhaps only with sentinels, and everyone else can defend and wait. And this one has full health actually right now, and he has his last charge. We can bring him to heal the 111. Or just simply wait for the last turn, because I don't know who the tower will be shooting. There is again heal core available. 11, 40, 40. We're gonna go with this one or the 30 priests. Now the catapult can make short work of the tower. It's a very strong attack. Tower hits the catapult, beautiful. And now everybody can defend. We're going to heal to the maximum possible with all units. And this one has one charge left, which is going to be important on the last healing round. Now the catapult itself doesn't have a defend mode, so we're gonna use the wall for wasting time. Here can get a bit tedious, but this is what you gotta do if you wanna lose as little troops as possible. Now I can resurrect 2 times more. That's 1, and one last one remains with the mana. I don't mind losing sentinels too much. Like I said, I have too many in the town to recruit. But ideally, I'd like to lose no battle priests at all. Although also them I have a lot in the town. Catapult can take out the wall. Although he's missing it for some reason. I'm just waiting for the last healing round. I'm actually going to use it now on the battle priests. Here comes the last resurrection. I'll also use it on the battle priests rather than, so 24, 22 or 11 battle priests will go with the battle priests. And take out the tower. So that worked out a lot better than I thought it would. We got the desert trousers, which is part of the quest, I believe. So that's great. We lost some sentinels, but that's totally worth it. And that's part 1 of the Nagas quest for water. Now we're gonna get rid of something like this rune. Confirm. And that allows you to enter this area right here. 22 metal, and artifact protected by coastal creatures. We got this shrine, which is for creature defense, which is pretty good. And we got these, whatever these are, protecting gold and artifact that I will not attack. But we have that second part of the quest, which is the get Stoplogs for Water Warden. And this is the guy we gotta kill, also a very tough battle. We're gonna do that, and we can pick up all this wood, and we're also gonna try to hit these coastal creatures to get that 22 metal, which is impressive, with an artifact for which I don't have space. So one way is to go to town and sell stuff off, but it's only gonna be like 100 gold worth of stuff. Let me think, but I'll do it quickly and we'll continue after.